health crisis of our time, mental health. 1 in 5 adults experience mental illness every year. Depression rates are at an all-time high. A third of adults report being diagnosed with depression sometime during their lifetimes, a figure that is rising. Nearly 50,000 Americans died by suicide last year, more than any year on record. The president says we are falling short.
In 2020, less than half of all adults with mental illness diagnosis received care for it. Less than half. For children, the number's even worse. Nearly 70% of our kids who seek care for mental health or addiction cannot get it. For all those brave enough and strong enough to seek help, and I mean that, brave enough and strong enough to seek help, we have to do better.
In 2021, more than 12 million American adults thought about suicide. 1.7 million attempted it. The youth mental health crisis is overwhelming emergency rooms. Nearly 60% of high school girls reported persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness. And for our nation's veterans, the crisis line is fielding a record number of cries for help. This morning, in a special broadcast on the nation's mental health crisis, we will have a conversation about all of it. How do we talk about mental health? How do we access treatment and care? And maybe most importantly, how do we pay for it?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news.
So yeah, man. So yeah, 2023 is the race has been rising, and if you don't fix this, try to fix this or try to lower it down, and it was here in America, it's going to get worse here in 2024. And the thing that surprised me the most is like, the jump between people that's in the age of 55 to 64, that right there kind of was very, very shocked to me when I saw that statistics about that. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys, yo. What's you guys, takes. Start with you, Ryan. What's your take on this self-deletion rates on the rise?
Yeah, mental health is a very serious subject. I think everybody should be talking about it all across the board, especially when it comes to the aspect of man and woman, and also children. Especially in the Black community. Black community, we tend to not talk about our mental health issues, especially when it's a quote unquote Black man. We like to hold everything in, not to talk about it, and then later on we find out when the person delete themselves. We find out because the simple fact is they were dealing with something pretty much totally inward instead and not dealing with that issue that is bothering with inside of them. Now, right now, I think there's I'm gonna be honest with you. I think there's now a lot of employers are now having funding that allowing their coworkers to be dealing with any form of issue to go and seek help, and they actually pay for it. So you don't even have to go out of pocket anymore because there's a lot of companies that's doing it. I think Whole Foods one of them, Amazon is another. I think Target, Walmart, there's a lot of big name corporations who are now putting in the money to help their coworkers to go through whatever issue they may be dealing with. Now, as a society in the whole, I'm not gonna lie, 2020 been a rough year, all the way down to 2023. I mean, the amount of people that lost loved ones, the amount of people that's sick, the amount of people that have been suffering, even when it comes to the aspect of financial and people getting evicted from home. You see a lot of homelessness, especially in Miami and LA and New York. It's all over. It's just people are really dealing with a lot of issues. And now instead of people actually talking about it, people tend to go online and then expressing their feelings the wrong type of way. And sometimes, especially they feeling the wrong type of way online, doesn't end up all as well. That's my take on that one for right now. Go ahead.
So, this is a conversation we always have, and we're going to have every year and every year. Jabari just made something real pivotal. We do not fund mental health services enough. Where our main focus is at is armies, weapons, landing deals. Other than that, trying to make sure that people are mentally okay is wrong. When I heard these numbers, these were staggering. But this is nothing new. Sometimes, do we know back in the days, were they underreported or overreported? So that's a big thing too. So this is always going to be a part of our life until we can try to get some shit together.
Yeah, I agree, and I feel like I think what one of the impacts I think it kind of really stagnated with the races going high. I definitely feel like after the pandemic happened, people was indoors, all the way to what 2021, and everybody, and then this being in that and every day, that could be traumatic, and now being going back into the real world with there's not the pandemic no more, there's a lot of people, it's hard to find jobs. I know here in LA, people that I live with and everything, in my apartment complex, I see a lot of people like in my complex, they're really kind of stressed out, they haven't been, having jobs, inflation and everything. And I just feel like, our generation, with millennials and Generation Z's and everything, I just feel like, there's a lot of I think it should be more of a well, I can't say that. Well, I can say this. I just feel like we definitely really really need to push really really push mental health. Especially in our generation and younger generation. I just feel like our generation, our younger generation, we're in times where it's hard here in America right now with inflation and everything. And there's sometimes I feel like people in our older generation, even though at that time they really didn't believe in mental health and everything, and I just feel like we need help with our older generation. We could really kind of push that, because I feel like our older generation. You know what? And speaking of that, I just feel like since the number came out of people that's in the 50, was it 50, 54, was it 54 to 65 in that circle. I know a lot of people in that generation does not believe in mental health, period. And the thing is about it, I feel like people that's our age and try to really help our mothers or grandparents in that age to really try to help that out, because between that age, a lot of people are self-deleting around that age, and it's very very staggering. And the thing is, it's like people that have insurance, everything is you could take you can use your insurance, to handle mental health and everything. 'Cause I think a lot of people don't know that that mental health, you can use that for your insurance. We got health insurance. I think it's really really helpful to do that. I feel like families really need to push it, and also I feel like jobs need a they got a break room or something to put in their bulletin board. If you suffer mental health crisis, something like that, make sure there should be like a free session to do online or go into person, and just really check out your mental health. Really really check out your mental health, because it's really really getting serious. And I won't be surprised, as you can see. I won't be surprised if you start seeing people going their lives and start self-bleeding themselves and everything, just putting their lives in right. No, I could definitely see that coming up in our generation, this power generation. So yeah, definitely, companies continue to keep pushing to fix this. Post it on a bulletin board. I won't be surprised managers or bosses to really talk to your employees. Say, hey, maybe once a week or once a month, say, how you feeling, man? How have you been stressed lately or anything like that? Because I don't, like I said, the place I work at, I don't hear my bosses or my managers tell me, how you doing, how your stress level and everything, all that type of things. And I feel like, bosses and managers, any other jobs need to really push that, make sure your mental health is okay. You're not really stressed at all, and really take that seriously and everything. It takes everybody to handle. It takes everyone to figure this out and try to lower these suicidal rates and everything. So let's keep pushing that, really really pushing, and try to alleviate this, because this is not good.
Yeah, shout out to Gore, man. Happy New Year's to you as well. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're a Cowboys fan, you need to go seek mental health. For real.
They cheated.
The Cowboys fans, they are the most sick people. Nah, I'm just joking with you. I'm just doing that because I know a lot of people that's Cowboys fans. I just like to mess with them because those are my ultimate rivals. But I'm just saying, but yeah, everything you guys have stated on the platform. Jordan Horton, what's popping like it? What's cracking? What's going on, Nightish? Salute to you, sir. Salute to you guys, y'all. But everything. Adrian, no, I'm not gonna go there. This is not a sports channel. If it is a sports channel, I will go in, but I'm not gonna do it. But everything you guys stated about mental health is 100% fact. I'm not gonna lie. At one point, I'm not gonna lie, to Hakeem, I was dealing with mental health issue growing up. Like I've been dealing with like a lot of dark demons, because you know when you hang around the wrong, when you hang around the wrong crowd and people put in the people put in the wrong, give you wrong information, make you feel like down about yourself, then you feel like, man, I just want to get out of here. But me, I went to go seek help. Like that's why I say I have a lot of mentors, and I have mentors for different things. That's why I say black men, we suffer a lot in silence, and we never speak about it. You know, like Jabbar, I respect him a lot, because Jabbar, me and him, when we have our conversation, he be like, yo, Ronnie, I'm in counseling. I'm talking to people about my issues, and I commend him for that, because you know a lot of people don't really talk about that. Like you have people like Charlotte. No, I'm not gonna take it back. I take that back. I think Charlemagne the God, he promotes a lot of therapy, but there's other people that have major platforms that they do not they don't like therapy. They say man should not be going to therapy. It make you feel like who's this guy? Monkey, block him. I think.
All right.
He seemed like a troll.
That's off a kick.
Oh, that's Kick.
Yeah, that's off a kick. Yeah, but let me check.
See, he's a troll, because it's just like boom, 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 boom. But that gonna say like that why I say it plays a big part of our community, where there's other men that speak down on actually going to seek help or going to go sit in somebody's couch. And I want to know yeah, he seemed like a troll. I think he's a troll. He's just spamming the chat.
Yeah, I just banned him.
Okay, so but shout out to the audience and Kick, man. Welcome to the Chaos Culture Radio family. Glad to have more followers there, but the trolls, Jordan and Hakeem, they everywhere. You see, they need to seek help. That's prime example. Them trolls need to go seek help. But at the end of the day, I don't want to lose my thought. I think. Well, I want to ask you guys a question after y'all finish going this round. I want to ask you a question. What do y'all think about when they got men out here promoting men to not seek mental, pretty much not seeking therapy? Go ahead, Hakeem.
You want to know something? For a long time, in our community, seeking therapy was like a taboo thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I remember repeatedly growing up, people be like, dog, you trying to go talk to somebody? Bro, you just need God. You know what I'm trying to say? And when they say that, I used to say that, yo, I think I might really need to talk to somebody. But people don't see that as a liable option to help your situation. So I think, you know what I mean, I think it's more being accepted now, but previously it was not. It was very taboo, especially amongst black men. Black men cry in the dark. And we cry in front of our homeboys. Not in front of women, not in front of family members, to our homeboys. Your homeboy know more about what's going in your house, miss, than anybody else, because he really can't talk to you. And the mental health stuff, he is the reason the friends hit home and back from the last. But we need to go to therapy.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then some. You know, I think it's important. It's important for men to know, because you might have something that you probably don't know, and you probably got to be clinically proven what you have. You know, either might have bipolar, schizophrenia. You know, anything like that. You know, I feel like it's important to men really if you feel like something is wrong with you, really go seek it out. Maybe you do have a problem, and if you do have a problem, you now you can find something how to address the situation and anything like that. So yeah, I don't like when men go out and say that men don't need to seek help and everything, because if that's the case, and then, like I said, the man gonna go crazy. He is silence, or he got a lot of stuff built up into it, and after that, he might set loose and probably take him out, or take somebody else out, and also take himself out. I mean, take somebody else out and then take himself off as well and everything. I remember the wrestler Chris Benoit. He was a very good wrestler. We found out. He deleted his family and then deleted himself.
Yeah.
And we don't know why and everything. You look at football and everything when when people suffer from what's the concussion again?
On CTE. Yeah.
CTE, that's a big thing, at the time, back in the 70s and 80s, you get hit in concussion, they brush it all off. Now, when players start suing the NFL about, CTE and everything, NFL is not really doing studies about, about CTE. And then, and also, when a person gets tackled in the head or gets taken down by the head, immediately they do concussion protocol and make sure you're okay and everything because it's something to take it seriously. Take it seriously. If you got some type of mental issue, especially from that. Like I said, we're gonna continue talking about it. To us that's here and to other men as well, men in our families, friends, and everything, and just really say, hey, if you need help, if you got insurance, or if you got somebody that do free sessions about talking about it and just talk about you got any issue or anything, just really talk about it, We need to stop really playing games here and really be serious about men and our mental health. Let's push to 2024, 2024 mental health for men. Let's push that.